Iran's three most common breads. All Iranians live within a few-minute walk of a bakery. It's common for Iranians to start their morning at 5, 6, or 7 getting fresh bread. Iranians have very high standards for how fresh bread should be. We tend to consume it on the same day it's baked, maybe reheated on the second, but by the third day, we would feed it to animals. That's a big culture shock for us coming to America, where there really isn't fresh bread, and it often sits for days or weeks or even months. Unless you live in a large Iranian diaspora such as Los Angeles, Toronto, or London, it's pretty rare to find freshly baked bread in a grocery store. Getting fresh Iranian bread is one of the things we anticipate the most when going back. Some Iranians have even filled their suitcases with bread when leaving the country. The most famous and favorite kind of bread is naan barbari. It's about half an inch thick and fluffy. The name is a bit racist, unfortunately. Barbari simply means barbarian because it's a bread that comes from Khorasan. Specifically, it was brought to Iran by Hazaras, and there is a folk belief that Hazaras descend from Genghis Khan's Mongol army. That's why Hazaras themselves call it naan tandoori, or oven bread. But in any case, almost no Iranians know the origin of the word. When getting bread in Iran, I could never resist taking a bite out of a freshly baked loaf. Next, we have lavash bread, which you can tell from the printing on the side is actually originally Armenian. Iran has a large Armenian population, and they've contributed quite a bit. With all due respect to them, taftan is not my favorite. It's very thin, and I feel like it's lacking in content. But that makes it more suitable for wrapping sandwiches and kebabs, which is usually what I see it used for. To be an equal opportunity critic, I also dislike the Persian equivalent taftan. Taftan comes from the word taft, which means something like fry or bake. When I lived in Kuwait, I noticed they had taftan bakeries everywhere, but there they called it khubz Irani, or Iranian bread. This is because the Iranians that moved to Kuwait mostly came from the southwest, and apparently the bread eaten there is more commonly taftan. That's right, Iranian bread does have ethnic connotations. So just like lavash is known for being Armenian, and taftan is known for being a southern Iranian bread, Iranian Azeris, Turkic speakers, are famous for loving barbari. Last but not least, we have what people would say is barbari's main competitor for Iran's favorite bread. This is called sangak, or little rock, and it's called that because it's cooked on just that. The oven is filled with thousands of little pebbles, which gives the sangak its distinct texture and shape. You have to be careful when biting into these, because sometimes a rock will cling onto the bread and stay on. My aunt was a dentist in Iran, and she had countless cases of people who broke teeth from biting into a sangak. Let me know in the comments below. If you're not Iranian, do you like Iranian bread? Would you like to try it? If you are Iranian, what's your favorite kind? Barbari, sangak, or another? And if I missed a bread from your town, please let me know in the comments. If you're interested in learning more about Iranian culture, be sure to see the free classes in my bio.